Greetings, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how much money do you need to start out with to sell stock options. If you're new, hi, I'm Linda. I, along with my husband, self-taught ourselves how to trade stock options as an options seller. And I just love to talk about this topic. It's helped myself, helped our family. It's made our money make money for us. It's been a lease on life. So I just wanted to dedicate making a channel because I learned from it and to see if anybody else wants to learn from it too. So take this channel as education, as entertainment. Have fun with it. Take what you will. Okay, so stock options, talk about selling stock options. And the first question, okay, I'm so excited. How much money do I need? Zero? Do I need $100? Do I need 1,000? Do I need 10,000? Do I need 100,000? I don't even have 1,000. I don't even have $10. One drawback of being a stock options seller is that you need money. You need money because that's your principal base that will be your asset that you're going to collateralize with. You're going to put an insurance on it, sell the policies on it. It's a very different way of thinking because all of us, every single one from, the working class group, we think of as, we work hard. We're labor capital people. We work 1 hour, we get an hour's worth of wage. We sell a pizza, a widget, we get that salary wages worth of money. And then we slowly have savings, and that's how we make money. And with options, it's very different. When you sell options, you do need to have the base, but you're selling insurance premiums on your asset and you collect the premiums. So that's what's different. It's a roundabout way. Now, the good thing is that that could come from a long time of having savings and investments. That could come from it may be a windfall from selling your house. So it could be in a retirement account where you trade and the premium stays in your retirement account. It's already in a regular, maybe SPY ETF or a NASDAQ ETF anyways, but you want to make a higher return. Okay, so but here's the good news. How much money do you need is that you need however much the ticker symbol is. Okay, and when I say I like to use ticker symbol as opposed to stocks because you will need the ticker symbol because it's specific. It has its own option chain. Sometimes you might choose different ETFs and they look similar, but they have their specific own ticker symbol. For example, the NASDAQ QQQ, right? So that's QQQ is its own ticker symbol. It's the regular base NASDAQ 100 of the best performing stocks in the NASDAQ. And then there's TQQQ, which is the NASDAQ, but it's a 3 times the leverage. It's under a different company. They have their own ETF based off of the NASDAQ. You might have QQQM, which is another derivative of QQQ, but I believe their niche is that they're a little bit lower priced. And when you grow into the stock market, it's better to say the ticker symbol because it's actually specific to how much you'll need. It's very specific pricing to the actual ticker symbol and not just the stock, because that stock, it might be actually inside an ETF. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you want to start, and it truly is up to how much the ticker symbol is. Okay, so if you choose the ticker symbol for Meta, it's going to be priced. I'm going to put these little numbers right here. That's where it's priced at. And if you choose, let's say SoFi, their price per share, the ticker symbol is there, and their price per share is that. Okay, so 2 different price points. Okay, if you choose a penny stock, which I would never do, here's a penny stock information right there. So why would you need to know the price per share, the ticker symbol's price per share? Well, you need that because that is where you buy your shares. If you do cover calls, you'll need to buy at the very least 100 shares of Meta, of SoFi, of Walmart, of ExxonMobil, of SPY 500, whatever. You need to start buying 100 shares of that to do a cover call. And conversely, if you do a cash secure put, you need to hold that cash with whatever strike price you choose Cash is based off the ticker symbol. I'm going to take you off screen and show you off of Paper Money. Paper Money is an incredible free tool from Thinkswim that's purchased under Charles Schwab. Paper Money is completely fake money. There is no real transactions involved, but it gets you really comfortable with the interface and how to use it, how to press the buttons so you don't break a sweat. You're not gonna somehow magically sell off $120,000, $1 million. Everything is a fake, doesn't count, but it gives you really prepared on how to touch the buttons and how to even do simple calculations. A lot of this is just simple arithmetic you can do on your calculator. So let's get started.
Here is Paper Money. Is completely fake, free fake money from Thinkswim, a trading app that's under Charles Schwab. So right here, I've been given $119,000 of fake money that I could play with. So looking at ticker symbols, today I want to show you how much do I need to make my first sale for a cover call or a cash secure put. Okay, so the first thing you'll need is the search bar up here, and you're going to need to find the ticker symbol name. So in case you don't know the actual ticker symbol, just do a simple Google search. What is ticker for Facebook? And there we go, Meta right here, META. Back on my search list on Paper Money, I'm going to type in META. And there we go. That is Facebook, primarily Facebook, their stock ticker symbol. Okay, so if I see here, I can see that it cost $642.79 to buy one share. But guess what? I cannot buy one share. I have to start out with buying 100 shares. So I'm going to straight up buy, and it will actually default at 100 shares. So if you do simple math, 642 times 100, this is the amount I need, okay, to do a one cover call, because I will have 100 shares. And when I have 100 shares, I will have one contract. So that's a cover call. So let's do a cash secure put. So with cash secure puts, I actually don't have the stock, but I have cash. How much cash? Well, it will depend on what strike I choose. So I'm going to go on the options chain, and later on I'll do a very in-depth how to look at the options chain. Let me select the closest date, and I'm going to go to at the money. At the money, that dotted line, all that means is the current price of the stock. It will fluctuate a little bit because it's live, it's trading in real time. So I'm looking at this section. You see the not shaded section on the right side that's under puts. Any of these are the cash secure puts I could sell. Do, for example, the strike at 6:30. Okay, I'm going to sell. Bid means to sell. So there's 2 cents premium. So, but it's attached to this 6:30 strike. So I'm going to pull up the calculator. That's 6:30 strike times 100. I must have $63,000 to sell one contract of that cash secure put. Okay, so take this into account, all these calculations. Another ticker symbol that's lower priced. Okay, so here's a SoFi. I'm going to type in. So here is one SoFi that I can think of. Okay, so SoFi is priced at $19, $19.89. Okay, so let's do the math on that. If I do a cover call, what do I have to do? I have to buy the shares. That's right. It defaults to 100. That will cost me $1,989 only. That's much less than the 60+ thousand for Facebook's Meta. A little under 2,000 to do your first contract for doing a cover call. Similarly, if I choose to do a cash secure put, I'm gonna have to hold cash at whatever strike I select at. Let's do the select the 18 strike for a premium of 3 cents. I'm going to pull up the calculator. 18 strike times 100. My account must have $1,800 cash on hand, cash on account for me to place the order to sell one contract, a cash secure put. Otherwise, I cannot fill the order and it will be an error. Okay, that's the cash I need to have on hand to do my cash secure put on SoFi. That just goes to show, search up ticker symbols search up your company and the ticker symbol that it's under. Type it in. Type in how much it is, so you know how much it is at the face value, so you can calculate a cover call. One singular cover call needs 100 shares. If you do a put, you will have to decide on the strike you want to sell it at times 100 the strike price. Then you know how much cash you'll have to have on hand to be able to sell one cash secure put.
That was a lot of walkthrough. Okay, I gave some examples. First of all, how to even search up a ticker symbol. And then after that, you're going to look at, I have to, first of all, buy these shares. Okay, I have to have money to buy those shares. And that's a good thing because that money was sitting, in your account anyways, right? The money was going to be placed, it could be placed in a retirement account, in cash. So that money you're gonna make that money start working for you. Money makes money, okay? Make money work for you. You do a cover call, buy 100 shares. That gives you one contract. The word contract is very important in the world of stock options. Everything is based off of contracts, not shares, but contract. You give them one contract. And if you do a cover call, you could sell one contract of whatever strike you choose. And then from then on, let it run to whatever date, the expiration date you want. A buyer will buy your contract, give you the premium, and that premium is yours, okay? And then you're gonna wait up until the point of the expiration date to see if that policy expires worthless, or it will be exercised and you will have to sell the shares to the buyer. You get the money equivalent, you give them the shares, and they write off with the shares. Okay, so on the converse side, you saw the same ticker symbol. You could do the puts. The puts, you will have to look at the strike you want to sell at, make sure you have enough money in your capital cash reserve to cover that strike with one contract, so 100 shares of that strike price, and let it run. If the price of the stock, the ticker symbol, never reaches the strike going down, down, down to the put, the policy expires worthless. You keep the premium anyways, you start over. And if it does breach down to the strike price with a cash secure put, you're gonna buy the person's share, and then they will get them that money that you were held off. Now you are holder of the share, and then you could do with what you want. You could hold a share, you will get dividends off the share. You could immediately sell cover calls, and you can just hold on to the share. And in future videos, we could talk about which ticker symbols to choose. This requires lots of judgment. This requires for you to make a healthy choice to choose good ticker symbols, working in principles. I'm not going to advise you which particular ticker symbols to use because you might have a different flavor, but it's good to work off of principles on really good ticker symbols to use under the massive stock market that there is out there. Okay, so that was a lot. Okay, so today's video, what was it about? Just to recap, it is how much money do you need to start off selling options? You will need money because that's your treasure pot. That's your asset. You're gonna make it start working for you. You're gonna do cover calls or cash secure puts. You go, first of all, look at the ticker symbol and see how much it costs anyways. What's the calculation? It's going to be 100 shares of that ticker symbol, or the cash equivalent to 100 shares of the strike price for the cash secure put. Okay, and you can work off of that. That's how much you need. If you happen to find a really strong, good ticker symbol that's really cheap per price, that's great. If you have a lot of money and you want to choose a really expensive ETF, but it's a really hardy, sound ETF, that's wonderful too if you have that much money to work off of with. Just know that everything is in blocks of 100, and you can start off with the arithmetic from there, because from that point on, you can see strike prices, how much the premium it gives. Do you like it? Is it safe enough? Is it pretty aggressive to the at the money strike price? So you want to be really safe, you want to be really far. All these things are in calculation and requires good judgment. But we're just working off the basics. How much do I need? You'll need 100 shares of the ticker price. You will need 100 shares of the stock price or the ticker price. Hope you learned something today. Take it as entertainment, light education, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.